This is Sandy White from Simply Fit, your #1 health and wellness cheerleader. We are on week number 3. First week, we talked about your morning magic routine. Week 2, we talked about your healthy snacks. And now we're in week number 3. We're talking about your sleep routine. Your sleep routine you need to have to bring all of this together. It is literally like the glue to make things happen. If you're not getting quality sleep, you're I don't want to say you're messing things up, but you're not getting the bang for the buck that your body really wants you to have. When you get that quality sleep, you are no longer reaching for the excess carbs. I know a lot of you all have said, I've gotten 7 to 9 hours worth of sleep, but then you wake up and you're still tired. So this is why I am going to be sharing with you guys some simple hacks. You don't have to do all of them, but you should pick at least 1 or 2 of them so you can rock and roll. Now my 2, I like an eye mask, and you can pick any one that you want. The one that I am just going to suggest, I am not a spokesperson or an affiliate, but it's a sleepy eye mask. And the reason being is because it kind of has that blackout curtain effect when you use the sleepy eye mask. And the other one, along with the mask, if you can find the noise canceling buds, so that there's no noise, there's no light, and when you hit that pillow within 3 to 5 minutes, you're able to just go into that zone where your body can start rejuvenating your cells and rebuilding your muscles. Those are my favorite 2. But I'm going to give you guys a couple more hacks, and it's going to be up to you to pick what works best for you. Remember, each week builds upon the next week. You do not have to do everything, but you should start somewhere. I am suggesting that you guys go with whatever routine you pick for at least a week to see how well it works within your sleep, your nighttime sleep routine. It may work, it may not work. You may not like a better way to phrase this, you may not like the adjustment. So the adjustment should be smooth and easy for you, but you do need to make them. The same way you did when you had a young infant, if you are a parent. I never told my kids it was time to go to bed. I had a routine down pack, and they knew when that routine started, that meant we were going to bed. That routine for them, which is going to be similar to what you need to be doing, consisted of, let's have dinner. Dinner was not heavy. Once dinner was done, we may have played a game or 2. Once the game or 2 was done, they took a bath. They got into their comfy pajamas. Then we had special books that were only allowed to be read when it was time for bed. And I made that selection secretly without my children knowing. So I picked certain books, then I kind of took a mental note after I read certain ones. How fast did they go to sleep? Because some of the books I would read, it would get them energized, giggling, blah, blah, blah. I'm happy that they're happy, but when I'm ready for you to go to bed, I need you to go to bed. So those that, got them going, and like the farm books where, I don't know if you or were like me when you were a parent of a young child, I would make all the sounds of the animals and, play out, you be your one man, one woman show. Well, that really gets your kids going. So that is not a book that would be in the special pile. You get what I'm saying? So they would pick one of those, one or two of the books. I don't care if they said they wanted to read 10, trying to get some extra time. They didn't know what I knew, which is some of the things that I'm going to share. If you all didn't know, it sounds innocent, but it's not. And those books, they sounded innocent. And in my kids' mind, oh, she's going to read 5 or 6 books. And that means I'm going to get to stay up whatever time was going on in their head for extended. I knew they weren't going to make it past that first book. And it was the way that I read it. It was the setting of the book. One of the books even had, I remember this had a button where the kids could press it and it would give the train sound, but it was that train sound that you hear when the train is going down the tracks kind of slow. It's super cold outside like it is right now. It's like 17 degrees. It's like that dark where you need your headlights. And I don't know if you've ever heard the train on a night that I just described. It's like it comes through, but it's just like woo, and it's like a methodic type of a sound. That's like it just kind of like a rhythmic sound, and it just kind of relaxes your body. So I knew what I was doing when I put books in certain piles. They would never make it to the end of the book. That's why they could pick as many books as they wanted, and for some parents, if you're having that stressful, you've got to have this routine, not just for you, but for them. That way, you don't have to say anything about anything. You just go through the routine, and you're going to get the result that you're looking for. So let's jump into some of these subtle but powerful hacks that you can use to get you into a better, having a better night's sleep, but assisting you in having a better nighttime routine. One of the things I want to discuss, well, actually two, before we jump into the little, I don't want to say little, but the hacks that you can use for your bedtime routine. If you're not aware of this, there are 2 critical stages that your body and mind rely on for recovery, and that is your deep sleep and your REM sleep. REM, and that's your rapid eye movement. That deep sleep is where your body repairs your tissues and strengthen your immune system so you're not getting sick all the time. And then it releases growth hormones so that you can have restorative, a really good restorative phase. And then the rapid eye movement area, that's when the brain processes the emotions and forms your memories and strengthen cognitive function. So if you're not having a really good sleep routine, you're messing those 2 things up. So it is super critical that you get not just the 8 to 10 hours worth of sleep, but it really needs to be quality, which means no interruptions of no kind. And so I have 3 beverages that you can take. You may be familiar with them, but you may not know why they work so well. But one of them is chamomile tea. So chamomile tea is going to support your nervous system and it's going to relax your muscle. And then magnesium does the same thing. So if you don't like I don't do the magnesium tablets. I don't like the aftertaste, but I like the powder. And it comes in flavors. So you can get raspberry or lemon. And you could put it in some hot water or you can dump it in some tea. So if you like the chamomile tea, you can pair those 2 up. And one of the other ones you may not have been made aware of is the chart tart I said chart tart cherry juice, and it's got to be organic. Me and these, do I need to go to sleep? Organic. The chart the tart, I did it again, the tart cherry. You say that multiple times. The tart cherry juice. You can pick one of those, and it is really going to assist your body with relaxing so you can get some really good sleep. One of the things I'm going to share, don't do these beverages if you are a person that liquids are going to affect your sleep, meaning you're going to get up, and all of that stuff. So if you want to try them, I would do them 2 hours prior to you going to bed, because 2 hours for 8 ounces of the tart cherry juice, and make sure it's organic, or the chamomile or the magnesium, is enough time for that to come out your body. Now, I am going to read the ingredients for the golden milk one. If you do not like almond milk, don't try this one. So with the golden milk, you need the almond milk, turmeric, cinnamon, and a touch of honey. And all of this is going to be to your taste. I would start out with 1 tablespoon of everything, and then see, hey, what do I want to increase? What do I want to decrease? Because it really is to your taste. But all of this is going to help relax you and allow you to get a really good night's sleep with no interruptions. So let's jump into a couple more things that you can do for a good night's sleep, and then we are going to wrap this up. And no, I did not forget about my showing you guys my finished product of the new trampoline. I'm going to show you guys that on the last one. You all to remember that each week is going to catapult onto the next one. So what you did last week, you need to still be doing. What you did second week, you need to be doing first week, second week, and now you need to be adding the third week. And some of the ones I did share, because they do all intertwine. The sleep routine was a little bit mixed into the first 2 weeks, and that ones were, the morning routine has some stretches that I told you you could do at night. The only difference with those routine stretches is you're just going to do them like even slower, to like just, some of you all wake up really stiff, but if you can stretch before you go to bed, that'll be very helpful. And again, I'm adding another beverage, but the way I'm adding it is going to be helpful. And that, I've told you guys this before as well. You want to drink at least 8 to 16 ounces of water before you lay down, but make that 2 hours prior to, before you go to bed, because we don't want your sleep routine being affected, and you want to get quality sleep, because these small hacks will help you get quality sleep even if you don't get longer sleep. And then you want to do 8 to 16 ounces of water when you wake up. You want to give your body the water that you need, because you lose water throughout the night, and then when you wake up, you want to replenish it. That way you're staying hydrated. This way you're not going for carbohydrates first thing in the morning, because sometimes you guys think you're hungry. You may be, but maybe not in the manner of what you're thinking, and you can go a little longer than first thing in the morning putting something in your mouth. And then if you're not getting quality sleep, then you're actually going to be trying to supplement what you need, and it's going to be sugary, and that is not good for your gut health. Then because you're setting yourself up for just a long, uncomfortable day. Hydrate before you go to bed, hydrate when you get up in the morning time. And then make sure that your room is, you're not going to like this, but at least 68 degrees or colder. Not super cold where you end up putting on so many clothes that your body's overheated. It needs to be a balance where it's not too cold, it's not too hot. And usually about 68 degrees works perfect for you. And again, I told you guys my two. I like that eye mask. The sleepy eye mask has a built-in mechanism where it gives you the effect of blackout curtains. You know, when you go to the hotel room, most people say, I got the best sleep ever. They use blackout curtains, but you can use the sleepy eye mask and it has that same effect. And then you can use the noise canceling earbuds, or I'm sorry, you guys, but I don't remember what the other one is. It's not the earbuds, but it has that same effect like the sleepy eye mask, but it blocks out the noise. For me, if I can get the noise down to a minimum, and I can't see any light, because you can close your eyes but you can still see light. Those two will help me go to sleep. By the time I hit that pillow, by I will say between 3 and 5 minutes, I am really so exhausted and ready to just go into la la land, and I love it. And so you can take a bath to relax. Any of the ones that I've shared with you guys, the bottom line is the quality of sleep helps your body do what it needs to do at night. This is why you want to make sure you have a nighttime routine. You're going to bed, and the reason you hear 7 to 8 hours is because that's what your body needs to repair itself. This is why at certain times of the day, when we're saying operate, your circadian rhythm is set. When the sun goes up, your body is ready to rock and roll. When that moon comes up, sun goes down, moon comes up, that is your indicator that you should be slowing down. You should be getting yourself into a position so your body can do what it needs to do so that you can function and operate as long as God needs you here on the earth. These are simple tips and hacks, but they are powerful. Oh, and I told you guys about the magnesium. And remember, most of these options, you do not have to do supplements, but you do need to do something to get them. So magnesium, you can do it two ways. If you don't want to do the supplements with the pill, you don't want to use the powder, you can use the spray. You can put it on your décolleté area, your bottom of your feet. You can get it from food, spinach, almonds, bananas, dark chocolate. So you have multiple ways that you can get it in, but if you don't know what you don't know, it makes things a little challenging. So this is why I like giving you guys just like bite-sized pieces, simple tips and strategies to help you overcome anything that is coming up upon you. Because when you are provided with the resources to make wise choices, you can help your body take you on that journey that you're looking for, your health and wellness journey, so much easier, so much better, and without any downfalls. When you have so many things that you can pick from, this journey is so much easier. I am Sandy White, your health and wellness cheerleader. I am so happy to be able to present to you guys ways to keep yourself at a positive instead of at a deficit. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss any segments. And I will see you guys next week. And on the last week in January, I will show you guys the finished product for the new rebounder. I did not forget. I just want you guys to come back. See you next week. Mwah. Bye.